Hi guys. Okay, so today I'm going to be talking about the Beauty Blender. I'm going to get right into it. So, is it worth all the hype? You know, everybody's been talking about it, saying it's like the next new way, big thing to put on your makeup with. So obviously this is what it looks like. I'm sure many of you have seen videos, including the Beauty Blender. Mine is dirty because I just used it. So a couple things to know about the Beauty Blender is, number one, you use it wet. So you run it under the faucet, squeeze out the excess water, you know, lightly towel dry it, and then you use it. It gets bigger when it's wet. Mine's wet right now, but when it's small, it shrinks a little bit. It takes a day or two to dry completely. The price of the Beauty Blender is $19.95, so it's 20 bucks. There is a couple of knockoff versions, and I do have one of them from Sephora that I think was $12. So my knockoff one's dirty too. So this is what it looks like. It's yellow. This is the difference. It's a little bit smaller. Mind you, this is dry, this is wet. So this one does shrink down. The difference between these, this one doesn't have as defined a point. So obviously you can get in here, you know, is that a huge deal? You can still get in there with this one too, just not as easily. The main difference between the real one and the knockoffs is the texture and the density. This is very dense and this one's a lot lighter and fluffier. So this one's gonna be better. The real one's gonna be nicer at putting on your makeup and wasting less product. The reason being is if you have something super dense like this, it's going to just, the way that it is, I don't know if I'm describing it right, but the way that it is, it absorbs a lot of the product and it's not placing it back on your face. This, it sits on the outer layer, the product, as long as it's wet, you don't want to use it dry. It sits on the outer layer, so then when you press onto your skin, you're actually absorbing more of the product into your skin rather than absorbing it into a sponge. And that's one of the reasons why people choose brushes over sponges, because sponges can absorb a lot of excess product and it's just wasteful. So difference between this and sponges like these, which can be purchased anywhere like Dollar Tree or CVS, honestly they're kind of similar. It's just really the shape. You can't obviously do the whole press and roll thing with this because it's not round and this one is. But the main thing that you want to do to get the pretty texture of your skin and not look like you're cakey is to press. It's not really about the rolling part. That's just to evenly distribute. But if you're pressing into your skin, that's the motion that you want to use when you're putting on your foundation. So $19.95, a packet of these for like, let's see how many. There's 32 in here. This is probably like, I don't know, this couldn't be any more than $5. Is this worth it? I don't know. I prefer brushes over sponges, but a lot of people do really like this. I know that. I just personally can't say that it is so much more better than, you know, the 30 pack of sponges you can buy at Dollar Tree. I'm not 100% convinced. I did use it to put my makeup on today. Usually I go for a super full coverage look. So that's also why I'm kind of straying away from this, because you can't get as extreme full coverage with this. It helps to even sheer out full coverage foundations. That's something that you might want to do if you're a makeup artist or something like that. So I feel like in the video it does look like I'm full coverage. For me, I'd say this is medium. I usually go a little bit fuller. I usually wear Kat Von D. Today I have on a Bobbi Brown foundation that's kind of like a skin finish, but it's still more full. I guess it's like a medium to full, where Kat Von D is very full. But regardless, I do like the way that it comes out. You're going to get a pretty texture when you're using this. Just the way that it is and the material. I keep squeezing it. It's very squishy and fun to play with. But, you know, just because of the material and the way that it's shaped and everything, it is easy to use. It's user-friendly. It's just so simple. You literally just sit here and press into your skin, or you can press and roll. You can do that motion. That's not anything you have to master that you need to use to put this on. The only thing I'd say is don't sit there and rub at your skin, because that's going to give you the opposite of the desired effect and you're going to look streaky. Another good thing about this is it's super easy to clean. I do also have the cleaner, so this is the solid. It looks just like a little round bar of soap. That's exactly what it is, pretty much. Do I know the difference between using this and like, say, a bar of Dove soap? I'm not positive if there's like a huge difference, because I know this is $15 and obviously you can get soap for a lot cheaper. So can you really use both or either or? I'm not positive. That's still something I'm trying to look into. Super easy to clean though. So you take this, it's already wet, you know, since you're using it wet. You would just run it under the faucet, kind of rub it into the soap, just wherever it's dirty. Just take the tip, rub it in there, and then kind of just massage it into your hands. And you'll see the makeup come out, the liquid foundation come out of it into the sink as you're using it. And just keep doing that until you don't see any more product coming out. One weird thing, I cleaned mine today and I saw pink dye come out of it, which I'm not really sure if I like that, you know, but hopefully that was just a one-time thing, like an initial cleaning, because this was the first time that I cleaned it. And good thing about the fact that you're using it wet, you don't have to let it dry, unlike, you know, your brushes, to use it. So if it's dirty and you need to clean it in 2 seconds and then use it another 2 seconds, it's great. So again, makeup artists, easy to clean in between people, I guess. I mean, you'd have to run to the bathroom and get water, but what I'm trying to say is you don't have to wait like 24 hours or 48 hours to let it dry as you would have to wait with your brushes. So I'm going to do a little demo for you guys to show you how to use it. Okay, so in terms of the whole press and roll thing, I'm kind of just pressing, but if you kind of just, you know, stipple it in and press it into your skin, it's the same type of thing. So that's basically what I do with my foundation brush anyway, is I press into my skin. You don't want to ever be sitting there rubbing at your face with anything that you are, you know, putting your makeup on with. You don't want to be rubbing. That's just going to create, you know, lines and weird texture and things like that. You want to press into your skin so you minimize the appearance of your pores and give it a nice texture. One downside I can think of is I want to say it rips kind of easily. I know we have a few of them at Sephora that we use on clients, and I've seen some of them rip. I don't know if they're being mishandled or, you know, but I feel like they're not that sturdy. They're not as sturdy as they could be, but maybe that's just how they have to be for the texture. I don't know. So that's really it. If you have any other questions for me about the Beauty Blender or anything else, just comment me or message me and let me know. My next video is going to be a how to prep your skin for makeup tutorial, so I'm excited to do that. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye-bye.